channel. I am Jackie, and this is Realistically Raw. So today is May 1st. It's officially Melon May. So I'm gonna sit here. I wanted to have a chat with you guys, as you can see by the title, about my next health venture, possible health venture, I should say. So usually the month of May, I do a little melon sort of like cleanse. And so this year I am gonna do the same thing, but I'm going to just do like a 3-day all melon cleanse. And then after that, I'm just gonna eat melon every single day for breakfast. Since it digests so quickly, I do tend to get a bellyache if I eat it later in the day. If it's after a bunch of just like slow digesting food like nuts and seeds and whatnot. So I am going to have it for breakfast daily. We are going to Nashville on Saturday. And if you guys are interested in like what I eat while I'm in Nashville, comment down below or give me a thumbs up. I thought about taking some video footage of what I eat while I'm there. It probably will not be all raw because it's easy for breakfast, possibly lunch. There's a restaurant there that does have a raw meal, or typically has a raw meal, but when I re-looked at their menu, it wasn't on there. So I'm pretty sure I could still get it if I ask for it, but I'm not 100%. So I might have to call first. But I just thought it would be kind of fun to show you guys what I eat while I'm on a little mini vacation. We're going to a concert there Saturday. So I thought, what a better opportunity to film something a little bit more fun than just me sitting on the couch eating melon, right? This melon is really good, by the way. It's like a golden honeydew and super sweet. Aside from Melon May, I wanted to talk to you guys today about something that I'm considering undoing. So whenever I was 22, which it'll be 24 years ago in November, I decided to get a breast augmentation. I was very young. It wasn't super common when I did this. Breast augmentations are so popular now, but they really were not whenever I did it. But I think because I grew up with brothers, I always had like low self-esteem when it came to my chest. I was not gifted in that area. So I knew at a very early age that it was something that I would consider doing. I knew one person in my life that had had it done, and I really admired her physique. And so I just thought, well, I'm gonna do that when I get old enough and when I can pay for it. Obviously, my parents weren't gonna pay for it. So I worked and I saved, and I did it when I was 22, still in college. It's not something I ever really regretted. I know I have some autoimmune issues now, but I feel like I really haven't had any problems with them. And I know that kind of sounds crazy for me to say I have autoimmune but haven't had any issues with my implants. But I mean, I was 22 when I did it, and I was 36 when I got diagnosed with hypothyroid. My mom also has hypothyroid. My brother also has hypothyroid, one of them. And the other brother has gout. So I think it's just genetics. I was kind of predisposed to getting autoimmune. Do I think it helps? No, I definitely don't. I feel like anything foreign in your body is going to be inflammatory. But I didn't have issues for, 12 years after I did it. So I really don't consider that being brought on super quickly by the implants. Today, I am on my way, after I film this, to start the process of possibly getting an explant. I do not know for sure if that's what I'm going to do. I'm wearing the sports bra so you guys can kind of see me. I'm not a person that usually gives myself a lot of cleavage. I don't really like that look personally on myself. I think it looks great on other people, but just personally, I've just never been one to really give myself a lot of cleavage. Every once in a while, more in my 20s and my 30s maybe a little bit, but the last 10 years, I just kind of, I don't know. I try to minimize my implants as much as possible. So I decided that it was time to do something. Regardless, I want to have much smaller implants. Not that I have huge implants now, but I am like a D cup, and I would like to be a B cup, which was basically what I was originally, which I think is funny. So it's kind of full circle. But I just thought that it would be something that would be of interest to some people. I know there's tons of explant videos. I've been watching them on YouTube, but you know, it's kind of a little bit different because today I'm actually going to go over and have an in-office visit, and I'm going to have my implants deflated, I guess would be the word, or drained, because whenever I did my augmentation, you couldn't get silicone implants, they were illegal. I had to get saline. So because it is fluid on the inside of my implant, they can actually go in and put a needle and then suck all of the fluid out of them. And that does several things. Number one, it makes it to where I can actually see what I could possibly look like, what my skin is gonna look like, if I'm gonna have pore elasticity, how much breast tissue I will have after I get them deflated. And they will look kind of like weird, I guess, for a couple of weeks. And then after a couple of weeks, they start to fluff back up and will give you like a more true idea as to what your natural boobs will look like. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about it, but I'm also excited to see what I look like. I'm really hoping that I do not hate the way that it looks, but I will have about 6 weeks to decide what I'm going to do next because my surgery is set for the end of June. I will have 8 weeks from Friday that I am getting my surgery, but I will have 6 weeks to decide if I want to go back in and put an implant back in, if I want to get a lift with or without an implant. So, you know, I feel like it would be kind of hypocritical for me to be going on this health journey to replace my implants, but I feel like we all kind of swim in a land of hypocrisy and double standards as humans. I feel like we all look at other people and think, oh, how could you do that? But when you yourself are trying to decide, it's much easier to let things slide. Hopefully I do not look in the mirror and just hate what I'm seeing and have the courage to not do it. But you know, health is not just physical, it's also mental. And I know myself really well. And if I decide that I don't like what I look like, but I just go ahead and remove the implant and not replace it, in a year I may consider replacement. And I really do not want to have a second surgery, which is why I'm going through the whole deflation, so that hopefully I will not have to. Maybe I'll just be able to do a lift. I did already go get a mammogram, and the radiologist said that I really didn't have very much breast tissue, which is what I remember. It's really crazy because you'd think you would remember. I have pictures and stuff, but you just look different when you're 22 or 18 or 19, right? You'll have more body fat, you'll have like a softer, more youthful look, not just on your face, but your whole body. I was probably similar in weight. When I look at pictures of myself, I was shaped completely different. I don't know, I have no idea what I will look like without them now. But I am super excited, and I just figured I would let you guys know. It's kind of uncomfortable slightly for me to talk about this, but I think that it's something that you will notice. There's really no way around it. I think in shirts and clothes and stuff you will notice, especially if I film Friday. I mean, I could sort of probably kind of camouflage it, but I just don't want to have to worry about trying to camouflage myself from the camera. And I want to be open and honest. I feel like that's kind of what this channel is about for me, you know, going through things and sharing with people, hoping that maybe it could help them in their lives. So I don't know, I'm getting a little choked up, but I am. So but yeah, I just wanted to start this process with you guys, and I'm hoping that I can be happy with how my body looks without replacing anything, because it's slightly counterproductive, right? Today, when I leave, I'm going to take a couple of melons, and then I'm going to go to Costco and get probably some more melons to eat on my way home, because it's about a 3-hour drive to the cosmetic surgeon's office from here. Because I live in such a small town, I have to travel for this. It will be a long day for me today, because I will drive there and get the procedure done and then have to drive home, and it's about a 3-hour drive one way. So wish me luck. this is gonna be a great month. I'm super excited about the month of May, eating melon every day. It's just so hydrating. I feel so good when I eat it. And the next 3 days, I'm excited to get my digestion back on course with doing the Hyper-Nourish program. I do still feel like my body is not digesting the food as well as when it's just fruit. And I definitely still do not feel as good when I eat all the flaxseed and the cruciferous vegetables as I do when I'm eating fruit only. You know, it is what it is. I'm hyper-nourishing, so I still eat a lot of fruit, but there are days that I try to do just her strict goodbye autoimmune, and I usually feel bloated, and then I wake up still looking bloated, like I need to go to the bathroom, but it's not moving as good for me. Let me know what you guys think. Be kind, please. I know everybody's gonna have a different opinion about this, and that's fine. I respect everybody's opinion, and I really get all sides of it. I understand where people feel like it's stupid to go back in and put an implant in. You know, I'm not saying that it isn't. It will be stupid to do it, but I also don't want to look in the mirror and not like myself. Mentally, I just don't think that's healthy to look at yourself daily. Do I think that I could work on it? Yeah, I do, but I'm 45 and a half, and I feel like with those years does come a little bit of experience, and you really do get to know yourself well, and I can pretend like it's not gonna bother me, but it will. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope to get back to making more recipe videos. I am working on a couple, kind of working on some stuff in the dehydrator to make sure that it is on point before I record the recipe, because I really want you guys to like it, and I want it to be something different than what you're used to eating when you're doing hyper-nourishing or goodbye lupus or goodbye autoimmune. And yeah, so just let me know what you guys think about Nashville. That's Saturday. I would be up for filming that, and then obviously I will be filming more videos about this whole thing. So all right, I will see you guys in the next one.